Hey guys, so today's class is about winning the morning and winning the day. If you start your day off right, set the right intentions, and kind of get yourself mobile, doing yoga helps you focus so you'll do better at work, kind of be a bit more present, all the good stuff from it. So starting your day off with it, with a nice easy sequence is a great way of getting it going. We're gonna get everything mobile from your spine, wrists, and hips. So the big parts, we're obviously going to work on ankles and stuff like that in between, but really making sure that we kind of go through your whole body. We're going to start in child's pose, so make your way on your mat. You're going to put your big toes together, knees wide, big breath. We're just looking to bring our forehead down to the ground, and we're just trying to look to connect. So if you can think of breath going in through your nose and then out, so big breath in. Exhale. 2 more breaths. One more breath. From here, we're just going to rock back and forth while still trying to breathe nice and long, nice and slow. So pushing with the opposite hand towards the armpit, kind of allowing you to open your side body. Going for 3 times each side. From here, we're slowly going to bring our hands underneath our chest, our shoulders, bring our knees in, and just get to working on our wrists. So bringing our weight forward, then back 5 times. So big breath in. Two more times. Last one. From here, we're going to point our fingers away from each other, and if we're really tight because we just woke up and we don't do wrist stretches often or mobility, take your time. We're going back and forth for another 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring our fingers towards ourselves. We're just going to go back into the fingers and then weight on the palms. We're doing that for 5 as well. 3 more. 2. And 1. From there, we're going to keep our fingers pointing towards each other, biceps forward, and just add a bit of weight, go back and forth, nice and slow. This is a lot. So just enjoy connecting to what you're doing. There's no rush, there's no kind of Joey good morning needed here. We're taking it easy, nice and slow. We're going to point our fingers towards ourselves now, and then go back and forth here. Biceps forward. We're working into flexion of our wrists. Awesome. We're just going to palpate our wrists out just in case that felt like a lot. It can in the morning especially. From here, we're going to breathe in just a few cat-cows. We're going to do 5 of them. So stomach down as you breathe in, chest up. And then exhale, mid-spine as high as possible as you exhale. Breath in. So just enjoying our spine waking up here, kind of allowing it and just kind of moving with it as well. We're just enjoying the feels of it all. 2 more. One last one. From here, we're going to stretch into our QLs, which is the lower part of our back. We're going to bring our hip down and push away. Do 3 each side. is our last set. So for the next exercise, staying in this shape, we're gonna bring our right foot out and we're just gonna level it even with our hip and do that times 10. So waking up your glutes is extremely important, especially if you have a desk job or anything where you sit for a long period of time. So bringing it up as high as we can, even with our hips for 10, 9, I know this is quite intense, but it will pay off. 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're gonna sit back. So I'll just go sideways, give you guys a better view. So we're just gonna sit back, bring our arm through. We're gonna bring it up and bring our weight back and see if we can walk towards our heel, make our way back. We're doing that 3 times. So arm up, through, and then just gliding our way. So that's 2. Big breath in. Exhale through. Bring your forearm down and just walk your way through. Awesome. So we'll do the opposite side. So from here, hip even with our foot even with our hips. Sorry about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, same action. So we're just gonna bring our arm through, bring it up, bring it down, and we're just gonna make our way towards the leg as far as we can. So that's 1. We're gonna go up, through, back to forearm, and making our way back. 1 last one, hand down, all the way up. Maybe bring your hand forward, come through. Forearms down, bringing your weight back, and making your way, stretching that groin, getting all those feels. Awesome. From there, we're just gonna point back to the front of the mat. We're gonna flex our feet and bring our weight back. We're gonna do 3 sun salutations just to start the day, and then 1 last big kind of hip engaging exercise. So bring our hip back, hips up. Before we get into the sun salutations, we're just gonna enjoy 1 little downward dog just to feel our hamstrings, feel our calves, kind of an assessing pose for now. And a place to breathe and keep things slow as always. Like I said, this entire sequence is not to rush anything. It's just to allow your body to wake up. We're gonna look to the front of the mat, step walk or float, halfway lift, exhale. We're just gonna allow this exhale to be a little bit longer as well. Trying to find length in the back line of our body. Big breaths. Small bend in the legs, coming all the way up. Nice and tall. We're gonna bring our hands towards the ceiling, bicep towards your ears, hands to prayer. If you want to set an intention for your day, if that's something that you're into, this is a good time to do. We're just gonna take 2 breaths here. And 1 more. The other reason we're doing this is to find balance. So we're just kind of going from being on the ground for a little while to on our feet. We're gonna let go, breath in, small back bend. Hands back up, reaching, protracting, and then hinging from our hips, we're gonna fold forward, halfway lift, Nice long tall spine, hands to the ground. Step, walker, float back, knees down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. If you want to lift those knees, maybe cobra if not. Bend your legs, hips back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Next breath, we're going to look to the front. Step, walker, float your feet up. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bending the knees coming up. Nice and long, nice and tall. Hands to prayer. Release your hands. Back bend a little bit deeper each time. Reach back up. Hands to your chest or down, it doesn't matter. We're hinging forward. Halfway lift. Hands to the ground. Step, walker, float. You can go chaturanga if you feel comfortable with it, or if you want your knees down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Hips back. Downward facing dog. One last one. Step up to the front. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up nice and tall. Hands to prayer. Small back bend, but deeper than the last two. Reaching back up. Aligning your spine, making your way back down. Halfway lift. Hands to the ground. Step, walker, float back to plank. Knees down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. From here, we're going to lift our left heel up. Bring it to the outside of your left hand. And from here, we're just going to floss through. So we're going to go back and forth. So we're going to twist towards the left. Bring your hips up nice and tall. Kind of feel what that does for the inside of your hips. We're going to go back to neutral. We're going to push our hip away for us for 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn towards the inside now and just reach away towards our foot about on a 45. Go back to the middle. Hands together, or hands to plank, feet together to the front. And from here, if you need a block or anything to help you with a low squat, use that. If not, we're just going to enjoy a breath here. Bring your feet or your hands to your feet if capable. If not, we're just going to have our hands in front. And we're just going to go from low squat to forward fold 3 times. So bring your hips up. Back to a seat. That can also just look like this. So hands underneath. We're going to go forward fold. Exhale. Coming back down. We'll do one last one. Down. So we're now going to move to the opposite side. So hands down. Push the push the left leg back. We're going to rotate towards the right this time. Bring that hip up as high as you can. Enjoy the sensation that stretches. We're going to go back to lizard lunge. From here, just like we did on the opposite side, we're going to push that knee away and back for 1. Push it away for 2. Push it away for 3. Now making our way to Skandasana. Reaching as much as we can where that feels good for about 3 seconds here as well. This can be quite intense. We're going to make our way back to the front of the mat. We're going to step our feet up around the hands and do 3 more of the squat folds. So nice and deep, kind of feeling that out. Bring your hips up to forward fold, bring it down. That's 1. Again. 2. 1 last one. Awesome. And from here, I would never want to finish a morning without doing some form of rotation of my hips, so pigeon pose essentially. We're gonna step our right foot back, bring the left foot across. This is great because it works your hip flexors as well as your glute. So nice big breath. We're gonna do 3 folds or hinges and then just a release. So if you can bring your hands up, we're gonna hinge for 1. If that's too much, we'll just go for 2. And then we're gonna go for 3. Hands down. 3 breaths here. 1 more. And 1 last one. From here, hands back underneath your shoulders, flex your back foot. Bring your left foot back, bring your right one forward. Kind of explore that for a second, see how that feels. And then bring that foot across your body to a pigeon on this side. So once again, we're gonna go for the hinges. If you feel like you're able to without your hands, go for it. But if you feel like this sensation is too much, so if that's too much, we're just gonna keep our fingertips down. So we're gonna go for 1, 2, 3. From here, just getting into the pose. If this feels too much to even come down, stay nice and high. Maybe bend the outer leg so you can bring the hip down. And then wherever feels best for you. Maybe your hip flexor is too tight, so it's stopping the pose. I'm running a lot, so that is something I'm feeling. So maybe adding couch stretch or additional stretches for hip flexor would be beneficial. Two more breaths. And 1 last one. So from here, we're just gonna bring our weight back, bring our feet together. So just to finish off this entire sequence, instead of laying back down, we're just gonna go into a comfortable seated position. For me, that's butterfly pose, but you can go essentially cross-legged, anything really works. Nice long spine. We're gonna close our eyes and take 5 breaths together. In through our nose, out through our mouths. Taking it nice and slow, and then we're off and ready for our day. So big breath in through your nose, and then out through your mouth. Big breath in, out through your mouth. 3 more. Two more. And 1 last one. Awesome. So I hope that felt great. I hope it woke up your body. I'm sure that now you're gonna get up and just feel a lot more focused, a lot more just kind of ready to go essentially. If you like this, comment below, let me know, and I can do more of these working similar muscles, bringing mobility in, but just through different movements, because maybe you didn't relate to these ones specifically and others would work best for you. So let me know if you want more morning sequences, and if you do, like I said, comment, subscribe, and even just message me either on here or on Instagram. Regardless, cheers, namaste, and if you're doing this in the morning, I hope you're having a great day, or have a great day.